I'm Bob. I'm with Blue Ridge Enterprises. I do custom interior woodworking. Blue Ridge has been around since the early 1980s. I got out of high school, and actually me and my brother, we just went straight out and we started framing houses and working in construction. And we were doing that for probably 10 years. In the early 90s, I went on my own and I started on the interior finishing of houses. And through that, I started getting more of an interest in building, like, fireplaces and bookcases. Whenever there was a project that was like a little bit more out there, those are the ones that I really gravitated towards. I like to keep my focus out of the mainstream and more into the one-of type projects. You're allowed to be more creative with those. You can pick any room and we're doing certain elements in there. The project can be anything. It can be a wall unit, a wine cellar, home office, the library, the hood fan, or garages. You don't just hang your rake and throw your snowblower in there. They're really evolving into a part of the house. In the fireplace, you don't have to build a traditional mantle. We've incorporated other elements like books and mirrors and granite. Every room has 6 sides, and everyone thinks of the 4 around you, but there's also a floor, the ceiling. The ceiling details are the last part that aren't being focused on, and I really enjoy doing that. We're doing a kids' playroom, and it's a theme room. So it looks like the inside of a submarine with the metal and the rivets and everything. Right now I'm building a control panel or steering panel for the submarine, where it's a standalone piece, gauges and knobs and buttons and lights flashing and 2 steering wheels, and then the kids can sit down there and enjoy the room. It's the ultimate kids' playroom. Another area that we're having a lot of fun in are the wine rooms. To keep the area more focus on the wine, we try and stylize the cabinetry. We try and incorporate metal, and stone, and granite, and wood. More earthy elements in that space really cozy it up, really bring the focus in. That's what it's kind of more about, is building the spaces to fit the customer's needs. You don't want to build a space to what people say you're supposed to have. You build the space to how the people live in the space. I personally like traditional elements better because they seem more timeless. They don't date themselves as, oh, this house was done in the 90s or that house was done in the 2000s. I like to call it as new traditional. It's traditional, but we try and put a modern spin on it. The details in the feature that I'm trying to build, I like to keep them more timeless. So when you come back 20 years, it still looks fresh to you. Every house is a custom, a one-of. If you're to line up the houses on a block, you don't want to go into your neighbors for coffee and see the same product that you have in your house. What I really want to do is stay on the creative side of the building. I still want to push the envelope. I think there's still more that we can do. I really want to bring the houses to be a one-of, where the people, when they go home at night, go, yep, I still like my house the best.